Hiro went first. Out of the corner of my eye, I saw his hand start glowing with energy and speed toward the back of my head. It seemed like he had decided to knock me out, and then let Bo set up the duel. I mean, he was giving his ally a head start. But then how was he going to prove that the fat ass had actually beaten me? Oh, here's the answer. I started hearing voices coming from the stairs. I nearly avoided Hiro's punch, and he, so as not to knock out an ungifted person, just tapped me under the ear. In principle, that should have been more than enough for Genji to lose focus and give Bo a couple of free attacks, even if some passerby should see that strange, glancing blow. They would not consider it too dangerous, and would accept that fat-ass Bo had done me in one-on-one. And if the fatty couldn't do it right away, the two fourth-years would correct the results with a couple of rousing hits. Hiro's hit had, of course, knocked me a little, but my first-level armor and a generous hit of psi energy lessened the effect quite a bit. Moreover, while pretending to be staggered, I took a few stumbling steps toward fat-ass Bo and his two companions. Having been warned, most likely, that he needed to attack me right after Sasaki's hit, Bo rushed forward. And he paid for it. No matter what, I had to take the devious fatso out of the equation, so that Hiro could not put his plan for taking the second-year D class into effect. I had to waste one of my steel balls on that dumbass. The 2-pound thing whizzed into the face of that jealous failure, an expression of nauseating happiness right on it. His nose, shining with grease, was crushed by the heavy piece of lead, and only his magic saved him from death. But he was guaranteed to have a broken nose and get knocked out soon anyway. My simple move had definitely taken the fourth-years by surprise. They started moving backwards so the witnesses they had invited in advance would have no doubt that fat-ass Bo had won a brilliant victory all on his own. But when they turned the corner, they saw me, standing over that fatty, on the verge of losing consciousness, the frozen hero Sasaki, and the two utterly flabbergasted fourth-years. Osamu Saito's boys and some second-years were among the witnesses. That meant Hiro had brought some of his enemies to see this, to have an objective view. Although maybe this was the beginning of an alliance against Akira Takada. It was entirely possible, especially considering that she couldn't come to school until the end of the war with the Mori clan. Two wolves could come to agreement and tear apart Takada's army while she was gone. Butsu, her deputy, was, as far as I could tell, pretty dumb, and would not last against two enemies like that. But now was not the time for far-reaching thoughts like that. I had to minimize the number of hits I was certainly going to get from this trio of fourth-years.